shed a tear. You're the only one who really knew me at all. So take a look at me now. It's just an empty space. There's nothing left here to remind me. Just a memory of your face. Oh, take a look at me now. There's just an empty space. There's nothing left here to remind me. Well, good morning and hi to hello. Ugh, I had you all in my tripod. Good morning. I need a cap. I need me a cap and take off them glasses. And good morning. How about you guys join me outdoors and let's go feed us a baby longhorn. How about we go feed ourselves a baby longhorn? Good morning, girls. Come on. They've already been outside for a bit. Come on, come on. Come on, come on. Trixie, you're going to knock me down these steps. You're going to knock me down these steps, sweet girl. Oh, well, friends, happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. I hope you guys are off to a beautiful start. Those of you who are having a cup of coffee. Well, good morning there, Shadow. How did you sleep, little guy? You slept in the little basement again last night? Well, that's fine. As long as you're happy, Shadow. Oh, Ivy screaming at me. Ivy, you know I'm coming. Sheesh. We're going to walk over and see if Caroline will eat. But listen, I want you to notice something. Caroline is eating right now off of Trinity. Everybody look. Caroline is getting her belly filled right off of Trinity, right there in front of us. As a matter of fact, Trinity has two babies nursing on her right now. Trinity's own baby and, no, that's Jezebel. Jezebel is feeding two babies right now. Jezebel is feeding King George and Caroline. Guys, I'm not making it up. It's right there happening in front of you. And y'all wonder why Caroline won't eat. You wonder why Caroline won't eat. That's why. That right there is why Caroline will not eat from me. Because she and King George are sharing from the same udder. They both grabbed themselves a teat and they're having breakfast this morning. And Jezebel's letting them. Please love this video. Because that right there is the one thing that we always hoped would happen. Isn't that wonderful that Jezebel is sharing with not only King Georgie, but also our sweet and loving Caroline. And that's going to make my life a whole lot easier. Now, if you notice, we got babies eating all over the place. There's also Trinity's feeding right there too. Hi, Danny. Hi, sweet Danny. Well, I brought a baba, but I don't think I'm going to have to end up feeding it. I don't think I'll have to end up feeding it after all. Your mouth is dirty, sweetie. Your mouth is so dirty. Yeah, I brought me a baba, and I may not end up having to use it after all. And our days of babas might be over, guys. You all saw last night, if you watched last night, you saw that our sweet Caroline would not eat. And I didn't know why. I was like a little bit concerned about her. And now I totally get it. That's cute, and I love her, and I'm not gonna mess with that. I'm gonna let that keep happening. Guys, I'm not the jealous type of mom. I am not the jealous type of mom. Sweet baby, you just want to hear your song? Well, I keep falling in love with you over and over and over and over again. Yes, I keep falling in love with you over and over and over and over again. Don't scratch your eye, 'cause you get sweeter and sweeter as the days go by. Oh, what love between my Danny and I. I keep falling in love with you over and over and over and over again. I do love you, Danny. I do. All right, well, listen, guys, we're not going to be able to feed a Baba this morning. So for everyone who come out just wanting to see a Baba getting fed, well, that ain't going to happen, because she's going to fill her belly right there. I love that. Oh, I love her. I just love her. What we can do, though, is go grab my side-by-side and fill it up. Oh, well, look who these two over here loving each other as well. Roman is loving on Rita, which that's just beautiful. And now he's giving her love taps. All right, well, let's get my side-by-side over here if you want to, and we'll fill it up with some green hay, and we'll go feed the horses. Can we at least do that? Can we feed something this morning? Can we feed something? Otherwise, I'm worthless. If I can't feed anything, I am worthless. I'm going to open this gate here, and that way I can pull my side-by-side right in here beside the green hay. Man. Hey, guys. Could you guys stop calling me Lester and stop calling me Leffer? Stop calling me Longhorn. Could you please call me one thing, and I want you to say it loud and proud. My name is P-Pop. You heard me right, guys. You heard me right. And that's all I'm going to say about it. That's all I'm going to say about it, that my name is P-Pop, officially. My name is P-Pop, officially. And I will not say anything else about it. My name is P-Pop, and you will all call me P-Pop from now on. I want to talk about it, but I can't. I'm not allowed to say nothing. Okie doke, friends. Y'all hold on. Look at that girl just going to town. Oh, Caroline thinks she's something special. She got a daddy and a mama now. A wet nurse. Oh, I keep falling. Come here, Danny. Come here, Danny. Ain't that? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's for the horses. 11, 12 for the birds. 13, 14, 15, 16 for the cows. Bulls, the bulls. We will not be feeding. We're not going to be feeding our cows here. Now, I'm going to give a little bite to Danny. And the problem is Danny's going to get run off of it. Poor Danny. She was enjoying that. Now she's going to get run off by Reba. Well, hello there, Emperor Ed. Hi, Emperor. Reba, you could have shared with poor Danny. She was enjoying that. Okay, guys, jump back on my side-by-side. And let's continue on. Hey, guys, how beautiful of that. How beautiful of a moment is that to see our sweet Caroline eating from a real mom. And then also, how sad do y'all feel for me that my job is probably about over? My job as daddy nurse is about over. Does anyone feel bad for me at all? Could anyone please feel bad for me? Sad. Good morning. Morning, everybody. Come on, let's walk down a little bit. Let's walk down a little bit. It's kind of cold. I could have actually had myself a hoodie this morning and been all the better for it, because it's a little bit chilly out here. All right, guys, we're going to have a nice, relaxing feed up, and no one's going to go crazy. No one's going to go crazy on Dad. Can we agree on that? Roman, I'll let you eat right here. Here. I'm going to toss one over here. Val, let's all start walking down the fence line. Here we go. Someone else can eat over here. Someone else can eat over here. I'm coming, everybody. Just give me a minute. Y'all stop being mean. Everyone can stop being so mean. Here we go. Woo-wee. Rita, you don't mess with the man's food, Rita. You don't mess with the man's food. Rita's like, I'll just eat with my boy. I'll just eat with my boyfriend. And Roman's like, hey, this green hay is too valuable a commodity. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come on, Ivy. Poor Ivy. Come on, Ivy. Ivy is gonna walk all the way down just to eat with Bucky's. She's so sweet, and he loves her. Here, Ivy. Bucky's, I'm over here. Ivy. There's your very own Ivy. Look, you get your very own half a bell, half a flake. Guys, oh, Talus, why did you do that? Talus, why did you do that to her? Him? Talus, golly gee, I'm gonna have to end up giving more hay down the line because Talus walked away from his, Roman is going to take his and Rita's. Oh my goodness, you guys are mean. Can y'all believe how mean they are to each other? So now Rita's going to take the one that Talus walked away from. Ivy, I'm sorry, sweetie. I'll bring you another one. Here, Ivy. We're going to eat way over here, okay? So no one will bother you. Here. Here, love. Look. There you go, sweet baby. Good. All right. Okay, let me see here. Okay. Well, good morning, Carl. And the ladies. We're going to drive on around and give a bite to Carl because oh no, Bucky's going to go move on and eat with Ivy. Just don't run her off, Bucky's. Isn't that sad? She does so much for oh, he's going to push her away. Ivy, she loves him. Guys, she loves him and he needs her. And sometimes he doesn't even appreciate how much she does for him. How many of you women do so much for your man? I mean, boy, you go out of your way and do so much for him. And sometimes they can just not respect it or appreciate it. And then once you take it away, they're like, hey, well, but I love you. But I love you. But I love you, sweetie. I love you. I need you. Come on down, Carl. You guys come on down the fence line a bit. Come on over here. Carl, why are you running like that? Good morning, Carl. Hey, I don't feel like getting beat up on this morning, okay? Carl, don't do all that stuff. I come to give you a bite to eat. I come to feed you, sir, Carl. Oh, boy. Carl, I came to feed you. Green hay. Carl, eat your hay and stop trying to fight me. Carl. Tell you what, some people don't appreciate anything. Eat your hay and stop trying to fight Daddy. At least we can be happy that he's in a really safe and protected area. Would you guys agree? Check this out. I do not think it's very likely that Carl's going to break through a double 2x6, a 4x4 treated post in the ground with cement, and 4 strands of barbed wire, not to mention a really heavy-duty panel. And that's why I told you guys that when we move the birds over, this has to be the pasture they go into. This has to be the pasture. Carl, could you share with Debbie? Because she sure is hungry. And she's just being so obedient. Debbie's just such the obedient, sweet girl. Just waiting her turn to get a bite. And Carl's just being like, hey, hold on a minute. I'm the protector. I must eat first. And I'll leave you something, maybe. Oh, Debbie. Thank you, Carl, for loving Debbie. Tina. Hey, Tina. Tina's over there at the food bowl saying she doesn't want hay. She just wants some delicious mealworms. Tex has already come out to the feed buggy this morning. Chucky Poo's over here laying in an old, dry patch of hay, trying to keep his belly warm. I can see underneath the barn, I see Waylon, and I think I see Prince Willie Joe. I'll tell you, I don't see Lord Grayson. Now, I know he's just out of sight. I just don't know where he's at. But he's here, I promise. Guys, I promise that he's here. All right, do I have any more green hay? I do have a couple of more flakes. I'll just walk one over to this corner and drop. Hey, sweetie. Hi, pretty girl. Don't do it, Carl. Carl, I don't feel like having that kind of a Carl. You've been doing so good lately. Carl's been doing so good lately. And today he wakes up and got the devil in his heart. He wakes up with the devil in his heart. Ugh. How many of y'all sometimes wake up with the devil in your heart too? Some people go to bed with the devil and wake up with the devil. I don't know why, but I woke up with that darn Phil Collins song in my head. How could you just turn and walk away when all I could do is watch you leave? And at this point, I forget the words. Dun 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 dun. And even shed a tear. You're the only one who ever knew me at all. So take a look at me now. I'm just an empty space. There's nothing left here to remind me of the memory of your face. So take a look at me now. Come on, Carl, sing with Daddy. Well, he's not having me today. Carl's done found himself a home, and he's very happy here. He goes, I got all this 15 acres, bud. I don't really need you. Well, maybe he doesn't. Maybe he doesn't. Look at that. All right, guys. Well, if you guys are okay with it, if it's okay with you all, could we just go right quick and drop off a little bit of grain for my big birds, and then we go back inside and have myself a cup of coffee and find a hoodie. I'll do all the watering in a little bit. I'll do all the watering momentarily. I also want to find and see where in the world Lord Grayson's at. There's Lord Grayson right there beside the hay. All is good. Lord Grayson is here. Not to worry, Lord Grayson is here. I'm going to leave that running just for a second and just go grab me a scoop of this feed. And even shed a tear. You're the only one who really knew me at all. So take a look at me now. There's just an empty space. There's nothing left here to remind me. text is like, Tina, you're going to ruin a beautiful picture. Hi, sweetie. Good morning, love. Hi, sweet Tina. Baby, are you limping? Are you okay? Go get a bite to eat, sweetie. Go get a bite to eat this morning, okay? You need some breakfast. You need some breakfast, baby girl. Go eat some breakfast, okay? Waylon, are you going to wake up in a grouchy mood? Are you waking up grouchy? He just wants to see the air coming out of his lungs. Can y'all see? If he blows just right, he can see the air come out of his lungs. Oh, curly top. Oh, Waylon, please, buddy. Don't be such a grouch this morning. Don't be such a grouch, Waylon. Buddy. You don't got to be such a grouch, do you? I know, buddy. All right, Waylon, you're going to be fine. You're going to be fine, I promise. All right, guys. Everyone looks pretty good. Remember, we don't go out to the stalls and do the feed up. We don't do the grain in the morning. We may get to that point somewhere along the way. We may start feeding grains in the mornings twice a day, but right now we're just doing the green hay in the morning and just half a flake. And we do a little bit of grain in the afternoon, a couple of cups. And then they have dry hay out if they want to nibble on dry hay. And then we keep their water filled, clean, fresh water. And then that's all that we're doing for them as far as their daily routine. All right. Would you guys like to come in for a cup of coffee? I just want you to look over here and see something. If you can't see that far, I'm so sorry. But now we have our sweet girl, Caroline, eating on a roll of hay. She's gone off with all of the big girls. She's the only big girl over there. She's the only little girl who's eating with the big girls, and she's eating on a roll of hay. So not only did Caroline eat from Jezebel this morning, but now she's walked over to eat on a roll of hay. Look at her. Look at my sweet girl. She's growing up on me. I don't have a baby no more, y'all. I don't have a baby anymore. And I guess that's okay. That happens. All the other babies are over here drinking water. They're making their way down the hill. Caroline's, though, she's such a big girl. She is such a big girl who's already gone on to do her thing. Well, they don't stay babies forever. Sorry I was zoomed in like that. They don't stay young forever, guys. I sent Xander a text message last night. And I just put a quote. Well, I said congratulations. And I put a quote and I said, with children, the days are going to seem long. I says, but the years are going to fly by. End quote. And that's true. Anybody who has children knows that what I'm saying is so very true. The days will seem so long. Sometimes, boy, such long days. But man, at some point you'll look around and say, gosh darn it, what happened? How did my kids grow up so fast? And why is that making me emotional? What's wrong with me, Lester? What's wrong with you, Lester? I'm going to get my coffee going. I'll be right back. All right. Yeah, you might be able to hear it, that I have a little bit of a scratchy voice. I bet you can hear it. How could I just let you walk away? And all I could do is watch you leave. Even shed a tear. You're the only one who really knew me at all. Take a look at me now. There's just an empty space. There's nothing left here to remind a memory of your face. Take a good look at me now. You're coming back to me is against the odds. It's a choice I gotta take. All right. All right, friends. I am back with you. I have coffee brewing. I have a couple of slices of toast in the toaster oven. And so I'm about to have myself a little bite to eat, a little breakfast before I get this day kicked off. Let me put on my morning cap, my indoor cap. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Hi, Anne Marie. Uh-oh, just heard my toast popped up. Let me remove that comment right quick. Well, remember, guys, I tried to give you warning of I'm going to walk inside the RV now. So the animal portion of the video is over, and I try to give you ample warning to know that I understand that not everybody wants to come in and sit down and drink a cup of coffee. I mean, come on, we got things to do. This is not for everybody. That's why I forgot where I was sitting or standing, but at some point I clearly said, okay guys, the animal portion of today's video is now over. I'll be more than happy to walk you inside and share a cup of coffee with you all. And that should be your exit. That should be a really nice way to say, if you've only come to see the horses, or if you've come to see the cows, or if you've come to see the big birds, that part of the video is over. And now it's just a time for me to kind of debrief and chat and stuff. So you really shouldn't come on here and say, why am I staring out of a window? Fine, your wish is my command. Now, guys, remember, I have not said a word. For all of y'all who keep saying that I announced it this morning, I did not announce anything. Think clearly what you're saying. Think clearly what you're saying. I have not announced anything. Think really, really hard. I said, call me P-Pop. Yes, I said, call me P-Pop. And I did not say anything besides, call me P-Pop. And then I screamed out, I am P-Pop. I am P-Pop. Jamie made a video this morning? Wait, Jamie made a video? No, she did not. Jamie made a video? Tell me she did not. And then I also said that I sent Xander a text and I said, the days will seem long, but the years will go by fast. I have not made any kind of official announcement because that's not my place. And now I'm wearing a pink cap. I have not, so stop calling me loose lips. And I'm not stirring the pot. This is not my story to tell. It's not. I'm so sorry that your minds are so inclined to just make all of these implications and you're just implying all of these things. Because I have not made the announcement. I never said a word. You can replay the video over and over and over, and you're never going to hear me say anything that made it like that. I am P-Pop. I've officially made my name P-Pop. There, instead of saying, hey Leffer, hey Longhorn Leffer, or whatever, hey P-Pop. P-Pop. And real men wear pink. Y'all, real men wear pink. Okay? Someone says the pink hat matches the blush on your face. Okay, thank you. Thank you. And then I also said that I sent a text to Xander and I said, hey, the days will seem long, but the years will fly by. I did not say a word. There you go. Let me get my coffee and my toast. Now, why would I have you facing me as I'm working? Instead, I'll just turn you around to look at a beautiful view out the window. I'll even try to zoom you in a little bit as you watch the horses make their way about. How about that? Isn't that so much better than watching me pour coffee and make toast? Oh, no. You're the only one who really knew me at all. So take a look at me now. Nothing left here. To remind. There we go. All right, let's get my toast buttered. There we go. A little bit of cream. Let's pour up this hot cup of coffee. There we go. I'm going to add a little bit more cream. There we go. All right, toast. Cheers, everybody. Cheers. Coffee clinks, everybody. Coffee clinks. Coffee clinks. It's good. This morning, I put cinnamon sugar, butter. It's butter that actually has cinnamon sugar on it. Yeah, let's just make sure that you remember that Lester has not made anything. I have not made any kind of announcement. It is not my place. You hear me? It is not my place. I have to stay in. I have to remember my place. Not a word. Can someone screenshot that, please? Need it again? It's not pee poo, it's pee pop. Pee pop. You know, I am happy that with the weather cooling off, the grass is not growing near as fast. So now I've been able to go 2 weeks without having to cut the yard here. But one of the sad things is all of these leaves are starting to fall, and the entire courtyard is full of leaves. It won't be long before all of these trees here will be empty and bare. And then what I have to do is, over the next couple of weeks, is go buy the ryegrass seed. It's October, and you have to put out that ryegrass seed here in October, and it'll come up in a month. If you get a little bit of rain on it, it'll come up in a month. Now, my concern is this. Do I plant ryegrass seed out where the horses are at, in the horse pasture? Do I plant ryegrass seed? Because on one hand, it will give them a really nice green source throughout the winter, because, you know, mares eat oats and does eat oats and little lambs eat ivy. So ryegrass is like an oat, I guess, similar. And so the horses will have a green source. But there's a lot of people, maybe in the horse community, who's going to say, wait a minute, here's the problem. Your horses can sometimes, those new grasses like the ryegrass can be full of sugars. And we already know that a lot of sugary things are not good for horses. It can create metabolic issues. And so I will have to think and read and talk to Jamie and do all of those things before I ever plant even the first bit of ryegrass out in that pasture. Now, I will for sure plant it here with my bulls in the bull pen. And of course, I'll go along and I'll plant plenty here in the back. I will not go across the entire 25 acres. I'm not going to do that. But what I will do is make several passes along the dry creek. I'll make several passes around the outlining of the property for the deer. And then I will do some here around the red barn area, just where the cows like to lay around. But I will. So once our green grass does, once we get our first frost, and our green grass, our natural grasses will die off. If that ryegrass is not in its place, then they're going to end up just having to go to dry hay at that point. And we'll probably go through, I'm going to say 5 rolls of dry hay a week, I'm guessing. And the scary thing is we didn't get any dry hay this year. Our Plum Grove property produced nothing, so we're going to have to buy all of our dry hay this year. Now, we have a really nice guy. And so the Kentucky bluegrass it's a summer grass. It's not going to grow in the wintertime. Now, I will also have to buy ryegrass seed to plant over at Longhorn Lester's, because we have the goats, the alpaca, the pigs, the donkeys, who will need a green source over there as well. Now, they'll also eat plenty of dry hay. So a lot of times we'll have to feed more green hay, alfalfa hay, in the winter months to give everybody a green source. Green sources contain and have more energy than what dry sources do. Dry sources, not horses. So I see the dry fescue and the high fescues, but I think if you Google it, I even think the fescues will die out in the wintertime. Uh-oh, I see Miss Molly's getting them. Guys, you don't have to be mean about it. Listen, we're just talking about what I have to do in the upcoming weeks. Find your words. As my mom used to say, back when my dad was a younger man, he could be quite vocal, and he wasn't able to find his words. He'd get upset, and he would, what we would call, he would go off. My dad would go off. And when my dad went off, boy, it was hell to pay. We would all run for the hills. You never want to be around my dad when he went off. And so my mom thought it was very important to teach us kids a lesson from that. And she would insist that when we got ourselves upset, she goes, find your words. She goes, don't resort to throwing, kicking, hitting, punching, all of the horrible, horrible things that many, many people do when they lose their words. And she taught us to use your words. Use your words. Find your words. Thank you, Anne-Marie. She said, find your words. And so it was a life lesson that my mom taught all of us, that even when something upsets us, even when we're mad, if we're furious, don't go to kicking and cursing and slamming and throwing, breaking. That's not going to help anything. But instead, find your words. And so I think that was a beautiful life lesson, because as it is right now, me, Tina, Kim, and Dan, none of us have tempers. Not a one of us. And now, I know we've all been cheated on. We've all been hurt. We've all been betrayed. We've all had moments of just great loss or hurt, anger. But for the most part, none of us lose our cool. And I do think that because Mom taught us to use your words. Take your time and find your words. So I'm pretty sure that Mom, that might be one of the greatest lessons that I've ever taken from Mom. Now, don't get me wrong. My mom can lose her cool. How many of y'all have ever heard my mom, usually in the background of a video, lose her cool? Sometimes it's funny to hear my mom in the background of a video lose her cool. But and it's funny to hear a 75-year-old woman lose her cool, y'all. Oh, you've never seen my temper. I get upset sometimes, but I've never lost my temper. I've never lost my temper. The older I get, the more I lose my cool, says Shonda. I don't know. I think that I was worse when I was younger. I feel like the older I get, the easier it is to... I know the less trouble I get into. I'll tell you that right now. I will say that in a heartbeat. The older I get, the less trouble I find myself in. That is true. Boy, when I was younger, I was in trouble all the time. But the older I get, the less trouble I find myself in. That's the one good thing about getting older. Oh no. The older I get, the less I care. Oh no. So I will say that hold on. I have to turn it on sometimes when Carl gets after me or certain things. Someone saw me lose my cool when we were trying to shear Annie. I don't remember. Well, This lady goes, for the longest time, she thought her name was Knock It Off. Mm. Oh no, Kimmy, I'm so sorry. Kimmy's cooking. She's trying to stay away from carbs and breads, y'all. And if she don't come on here and watch me eating toast, I'm so very sorry. You guys know I had to reschedule my doctor's appointment till next week. Wait until Jamie gets back and everything kind of settles down. And so I really do hope that I haven't ended up gaining all that weight back that I had lost. I had lost 12 pounds that first month. Excuse me. And I was hoping that I could lose another 5 or 6 or 8 this month. But I just feel, I have not gone to scales. I don't get on scales. Jamie has a pair, but I just don't get on them. I like to be surprised. And so even though I felt like I started off on kind of a high, just like, yes, I'm going to lose some more weight and get down to where I want to be, I just don't think that I have. I just don't think that I have. So I will find out. What's today's date? The 2nd? Today's the 2nd, yes. So I will find out next week. But I bet you that having toast and butter and all those things is probably not helping me at all. Well, friends, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go now. I want to thank you so much for jumping on and saying hi this morning, hanging out while we do our chores, giving me someone to talk to and to laugh with. I will be headed over now to open the chicken coops, let the chickens back out. No, I did not go last night was weird. I could not get the dogs to load. It was late. And so I says, I'll just drive over and lock up the chickens and make sure the house is secure, make sure everything's locked up and closed up, and then I'll just drive back. And so I was awake anyway with Jamie. We were talking and going about what was going on over there. And Jamie will tell you the whole story. I promise you she will when the time is right. And so I just drove over, closed the chickens in, and just did just a basic walkabout, making sure all the dogs that need to be in were in, those that were out. The cats were there where they need to be. Heat lamps were on for those who need heat lamps. And then I drove back over here where the dogs were waiting for me. So I just slept here last night. Alrighty. But no, now I'm going to get up now. I'll do my waters first, and then I'll drive over. Alrighty. Let the chickens out and let them start their day. You guys have yourselves a wonderful day. Happy Wednesday. Is it Wednesday? Happy Thursday. What is today? Guys, what is today? I have no idea what today is. Is today Thursday? I really have I'm serious. I have no idea. It's Thursday. Okay, today's Thursday. Thank you. And is it the 2nd? Is it today the October 2nd? Does anyone even know? So today is October 2nd. Okay, so. Well, once again, thank you all so very much for joining us this morning. We love you. So very blessed to have you. And we hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. P-Pop out. Chef kisses to you all. Mwah. All right. Bye, guys.